I don't know if I'll ever give up chicken. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know.
It just had to be the black guy talking about how much he loves chicken.
I want to eat a lot cleaner chicken.
What's good, YouTube? Before I start the video, don't treat me like a side piece. Hit that like and subscribe button. And if you are new, welcome. You know what the funny thing is? It is always so easy to tell who is vegan and who is not. They always dress so goofy for some reason.
Can I have all of my vegans go into that pool of light and my non-vegans in that pool of light? First statement, taste plays a big factor in my eating choices.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge thing for me. I think it's one of my weaknesses, actually. Like butter, salt. It's one of my weaknesses.
I love food. And I think my relationship with food actually deepened when I became vegan. I don't think I appreciated it as much as I did before I was vegan.
Cap.
My name is Aubrey Davis, and I have been vegetarian for 24 years and vegan for 13 years.
I believe that humans are the top of the food chain.
Is a human at the same level of equivalence as like a fish?
Right.
That's probably a big reason why I'm not vegan anymore.
Right.
Because I didn't see that I had to see myself at a moral equivalent of a fish. And it gets into moral questions like, why should we have a pet that's a dog rather than eat the dog?
Or hear me out, just hear me out. How about you do both? Like us Africans like to do. You can have it as a pet and then you can eat it later on. What?
And I think the most important question is, why should I love my neighbor rather than eat my neighbor?
Did this man just try to insinuate that having a pet is like a neighbor? Wouldn't it make more sense to try to compare it to a roommate since you are living in the same place?
My name is Steve Michalski. I was a vegan for a year. I was a vegetarian for 2 years. I'm a meat eater now. I've been so for over 5 years.
Like, I don't even see, like, what is, like, a food chain, you know what I'm saying? That's just some construct some guy made and put a little diagram and put us, the human beings, in the top, so.
There is a food chain in the animal kingdom, and no man told them this animal eat that animal eat this animal. It's the equivalent of saying there is no such thing as social classes in society because a man made that theory, so therefore it doesn't exist. There are poor people, there are rich people, and there are people in the middle class. It does exist. Just because a man made it does not mean it doesn't exist.
I don't think it's a question of whether we're at the top. I think it's a question of what do you do with that? If you have a more conscious energy than an animal, what do you do with that power? Do you choose to take a life, or do you choose to live in love?
I put a lot of thought into my meals.
The way I support my body and my health is extremely important. I don't find that I can function at my best, either healthy, productive, emotionally stable, or intellectually capable, unless I have a lot of proper nutrients in my diet. 6 years ago, I became vegan because I got sick. I started to realize that my health was directly attached to what I ate. Since then, my friends and family have supported me to feeling better, and I'm better than I was before I got sick.
You do realize that being a vegan is not the only way to be healthy, right? You can eat meat and still be healthy.
I don't really like cook or anything, so I don't really put too much thought into what I eat, I guess.
I live a fast pace, kind of like I'm working late nights or I'm waking up early, so sometimes it's easier to grab this quick processed sandwich, or I wish I planned my meals out more. I think I would feel a lot better.
I think it's really powerful, no matter what you're eating, to put your intentions into, whether it's prayer, invocation, and it's just such great power and presence versus just like scarfing something down. But like, can I just really be present with this meal, take my time and chew it slowly? So that's the first thing that I resonate with and what I choose to do.
I would kill an animal.
Here are my thoughts on this. If you are able to eat it, you should be able to kill it. Meaning, don't eat something that you have a problem killing.
I think there'd be tons of context where I'd kill an animal. Like if a lion's going to go kill a baby, I'd probably kill an animal. I'd kill an animal to save a human life, and I get the vegans probably wouldn't do that.
If I could do something to prevent killing them, besides eating them, like if I was protecting myself and we had like something that we could do to get that animal away, I would definitely try to not kill it. I mean, I feel
If it comes down to you with the animal, you killing the animal?
I would.
No, they're going to give up their life for the fish.
Why is it always the
But think about
extreme
this.
case when talking about would I kill an animal? Like,
exactly.
if you were in this
They aren't
situation.
lions.
For once, the vegan is right. If you are going to use an example, don't always go to the extreme. Use an everyday life example.
It's running around downtown LA.
When I was into hiking, there's mountain lions that come and kill people. You've known that, right?
Yes,
That's in Orange County,
totally.
right? But that's not in the
It's
jungle in
not
Africa.
an everyday situation of
but-
would you kill an animal?
But it's Orange County. Mountain lions have killed hikers, kids. Would
Totally.
you just let them? Let the kids
Yes,
die.
we're hiking in the mountains and there's a mountain lion. I have to be aware of the fact that I'm in mountain lion territory and be like, I'm okay with the risk. Because to be honest, I'm not hiking with a gun. I have no way to defend my friend.
You don't hike with a hiking pole.
I mean, a
I don't
hiking pole
hike,
against
I
a
don't-
mountain lion?
I don't think you're winning.
I just want to say, like, even if I did, and even if my attempt were to be successful, I would feel awful.
So you would rather let the mountain lion kill you than to kill it and save yourself. Vegans.
Having killed the mountain lion,
Well, but your feelings are your foundation then for your beliefs. Then.
100%. Are human beings animals?
Yes.
Yes. Sure.
Would you kill another human being to save another human being?
Yes.
What makes one person more valuable to another? Is it your relationship to that person?
It would probably be.
So if, for example, I raise an animal in the wild, it's like an animal I've built a relationship with, and that animal now threatens the life of a human being that I don't know, but I've known that animal its entire life.
Stop comparing animals to humans. It will be an insult for you to tell me that my life is as valuable as a fish.
You're goddamn right.
What makes killing that animal as just cause okay as opposed to saving that life? I have a longer relationship with that animal. Why would I kill the animal before I'd save that person?
It's simple. It's an animal.
You kill a person over an animal. That's just
Correct.
how you- yeah.
Because I believe human beings are animals.
Now, I see humans at a different level, but maybe you value fish at the same level as a person. We see it very different.
I do.
It costs more than it should to eat healthy.
It's more expensive to eat healthy. I don't think it's too expensive. Farmer's market is something that I'm trying to frequent more. But sometimes, you can go spend $20 here and definitely not get as much. I definitely want to see that. Maybe that'll encourage people to eat a little healthier. If you can go grab that fresh fruit, those fresh veggies for $5-10,
I think our culture as a society is just ingrained towards like the fast food culture of just cheap and accessible. But now I think we have more of a established like medical basis on what's healthy and what's not healthy. And to get that content and to have it be tasty as well is expensive.
I'm running in. I have so much to
Why did she run like that? That is so cringe.
say. It does not cost more money to be vegan. That is a myth. It takes planning. Yeah.
Don't forget, planning takes time, and time equals money.
Yes, the convenience is less. Can you grab a hamburger at McDonald's? For sure, for 99 cents. But how much lentils can you buy? The issue is capitalism. Like, that is what is keeping us where we are. It's not that humans are smarter and they're going to come up with this technology. The technology exists. It is there. We can feed so many people. It is capitalism and factory farming.
So you don't think capitalism is involved in veganism? What is important to you is irrelevant to people in different countries. You eat cow every day. In India, they don't eat cows. So should they impose their moral values onto you?
And most of these companies that are selling us products that are like shitty food, they don't give a fuck about you at all. Period. Someone's sitting on an island somewhere.
Oh yeah,
like just stacking bread,
And they're
all
probably
this fast food shit.
eating really healthy food too.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're probably eating real good.
And
probably
their
don't
own
touch it.
products.
Yeah.
They're not eating any of that shit.
You go to certain neighborhoods, certain areas, you don't see the same fast food. You don't see the same restaurant, and it's all for a reason. You know,
Accessibility.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. It's like they don't have. Why is there many health food stores in the hood? Like, why
Exactly.
can't like get an option? Why is there a liquor store everywhere?
Exactly.
And it's true. It's like when you break it down, there's like malicious intent to deharmonize and like lower the vibration of certain people
sure.
in certain areas. And it's like that's a part of it too. It's like, what am I contributing to?
True.
I'll say this. You know, when I was 11 years old, my father passed away from his second heart attack. He was diabetic. He was pissing out of a tube. I watched him deteriorate my youngest years of my life for like years and years, just deteriorate, taking pharmaceutical drugs and just kind of basically dying slowly.
That's true.
Because
No one asks you. This man is talking about his dad dying and the experience, and you were like, my mom died too. No one asks you.
of what he chose to eat. To me, I'd rather spend an extra dollar in either organic or something healthy now and live longer than try to cut corners when, you know.
I'm with you.
in
Like,
the
make
end-
the choice now instead of later.
In the
Because
end-
my mom was the same thing. She
Yeah.
died. She was eating buckets of ice cream when she passed away. She died at 49 years old.
Wow.
Now. Choose now.
The more education that we can put out there, just like stuff like this, is beautiful. That's what I was most anxious about, is learning more of what I'm trying to step into. I don't know if I'll ever give up chicken. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know.
Of course, it is the black guy saying this. It just had to be the black guy talking about how much he loves chicken.
I want to eat a lot cleaner chicken.
Do you guys have like cheat days ever?
Hell no. I am vegan 100% at the front line, ethical reasons, always, always, always. And that's why I don't think in 24 years I've ever gone back.
It was hard to try new things I didn't like, found tons of vegan food that I was like, oh God, what the fuck are you people eating? And then simultaneously realizing that there was options, you know, there's always choices, and it's always choices we make. Like you said, you may never give up meat fully, but it's like you're making a choice. You're at least thinking for yourself and making a decision, and like that's all you can ask people to do, is think for themselves.
A lot of people cannot afford to be vegans and don't have any interest in being vegans because they don't have the means. My thoughts are pretty simple. I think animals are beneath us, and I have no problem eating animals that I find delicious. I don't think any animal is special. Look, if you eat animals, you have no basis to say which animal get to live and which animal get to not live. It's either all okay or it's not okay. But before I end this video, don't treat me like a side piece. Hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And until next time, stay blessed.